machine.
It can sound like we're just goofing around, trying to understand understanding, trying to talk about talking, reasoning about reasoning, right? But one of my favorite authors, G.K. Chesterton, that guy right there, he has this great chapter in the book What's Wrong with the World, where he's talking about the practical and the theoretical man. And see, the problem with, we have this penchant, this assumption that, well, we need to stay practical and reasonable and in the real world doing real things. Well, the problem with the practical man is the practical man goes along the processes that have already been established. He follows the existing assumptions. He follows the status quo. He follows along with the current understanding of the universe. And that's fine when things are working.
Yeah.
But when things are not working, it's not the practical, but it's the theoretical man. It's the mad doctor. It's the mad philosopher who steps back and says, well, why are we doing this in the first place?
Right.
And in our society today, like, we recognize on the one hand, on the narrow sliver of human knowledge that is the physical sciences and technology, it's been very successful. Like, we have wonders. We're surrounded by marvels. But increasingly, the rest of human knowledge, the sciences before science, about why this is important and what we should do with it and what the purpose of life is and what is right and wrong and all that kind of stuff, that's increasingly dying. And we're seeing that in our culture. We're seeing that in the arguments. We're seeing that in the violence. We're seeing that in the cultural decay. We're seeing that in the inability of people with the slightest difference in temperament and belief being unable to talk to each other. We see that in the way that governments and businesses and the media are using these technological wonders that we have to control us and to manipulate us and to move us around and to make us angry at each other. What to think about that and what to do about that and why it matters, that's not a scientific question.
Right. Well, and the sad thing is that we're seeing that on all sides. Unfortunately, it's not we can't point and say, well, this side is just, sheeple. And then this side is all the thoughtful people. I mean, there are thoughtful people, but on I think even on both sides. But for the most part, the people that are put out there that are very visible seem to be, at least, the people that are saying, well, no, this is true and you're wrong. I'm right and you're evil. Or
maybe even strongly, I'm right and you're an idiot.
And
you're not even worth listening to or talking to.
And I'm not going to, as you said, you're not worth listening to. So I'm going to tell you what's right and you're just going to accept it.
Yeah, truth is increasingly treated as something that it's just so obvious. It's just so obvious what the truth is, and thus you're such an idiot that why would we even bother talking? And it's like, well, no, that's not. All of us are resting on a whole body of unexamined assumptions about the universe. And again, the more that our belief in truth and knowledge has narrowed to strictly physical stuff, physical sciences, the more rusty we've all become on even asking and having the right kind of heart and mind that can be open to these deeper questions that determine, like, what do we even make of all this stuff? Why is it valuable? What's good about it? What is the purpose of it? And as we've become rusty, we begin bad at talking about it, and then suddenly we realize we're in a situation where the really important questions, the science before these sciences, we can't have those conversations anymore, and we're going to kill each other if we don't.
Thank you for watching this Nerding Out short. Click here to watch the full episode. Click the subscribe button and the bell notification to know when we put up new videos. To support the channel, head over to Nerdy Catholic Tees and purchase some nerdy merch of your very own.
System shut down.